There is a new platform roguelike coming to consoles: Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Series S and X. And this is being published by Blitworks Games. And I am excited about sharing this with you. As pretty challenging game. It does have co-op. This is just a first look. This is a pretty extensive game, and I know people are interested in this game. It was very popular for PC. Really excited it's finally coming to consoles. Lots of different options here, unlockables as you progress in this game. It has procedurally generated levels, so every level and run is different. That is the appeal of roguelikes, and it's kind of a popular subgenre that many games have been made in this category. And you may like these, you may not know about these, but I'm going to share this game with you. Kind of has that 16-bit graphics look, and it's got a pretty awesome soundtrack as well. It has that kind of peaceful background. So here it is. And so you begin the game with 3 different classes that you can choose from. You can get additional classes as you progress in the game. There's Rogue, Knight, and Mage to begin with. Knight is kind of the best for defense, and I think an easy one to jump into, though a lot of people say that the Mage is very powerful and the Rogue has some stealth abilities. And so every level kind of has collecting items, and you're progressing in this side-scrolling platformer. You can gain different items. There's a boss for each level, and it's permadeath too. So once you die, you die. So there's several things that can kill you instantly. I kind of like rolling with the Knight, but you're going to have your favorites, and you can choose pretty much what you want to roll with. And it is a 2-player, and there is online play as well. I found this to be a really, really compelling game to play. I'm going to show all 3 different character classes briefly, but really the big appeal here is the loot and the procedurally generated levels. It makes it different all the time. And so I think there is a lot to enjoy about these types of games. What I found is you can quickly progress through a level. There is a save feature. I do like that. There's a couple menu design things that I probably would have done differently, but overall I think this is a pretty solid game for $15 especially. So pretty much I got through this stage right here. You exit here and you go over here and you can save it. So there is some cool things about this game I really like. Now there's items that hurt you, they can curse you, or they can help you. And so there's a lot of randomness to the items as well. And so different characters have different abilities. The Rogue is more long range and has the ability, it starts with a bow. The Knight starts with a fairly powerful sword to begin with, and the Mage has a very powerful spell. And so there's different abilities for each character, and there's other character classes that you will unlock as you play. The Wildling, I think, is level 3. And so you're going to die quite a bit in this game. Spikes are notorious for being difficult in this game, just instant death. And so if it's one game that this game reminds me of graphic-wise and playability-wise, even though it's a very different game, would be Towerfall. I love Towerfall. I love the control of Towerfall. You can cling on ledges here. You can jump around. And even the arrow gameplay and mechanic is similar. So if you're a fan of that game, but you want to play something very different, you may want to check this out. This is a fairly difficult game. It's known to be very challenging. There's many different things that can kill you. I'm just showing you the very beginning of the game. There is a ton to unlock here. There is a boss fight per stage, but there's a boss fight at the end as well. I'm not going to show you that, but yes, the Mage is very powerful with his spell to begin with, and some people are going to like the appeal of that. And so there's loot everywhere. Different things can kill you if you don't dodge or see an attack pattern. And over time, you can unlock different things. I really love the cool random items and equipment that you can get. I picked this up here, and this is the second stage. after the tutorial, and it gets fairly challenging, but I like it. I was having fun just chilling and playing this. This might appeal to you, especially if you like couch co-op. There is a 2-player option, couch co-op, and you can go online and play that way. Now, the lobbies were not open at the time of this review. I would show you that, but I got my son to play with me, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Lots of different enemies, but yeah, it does have some similarities to Towerfall, even with some of the enemy designs. I thought that was kind of interesting. And so here we go. I'm just checking this out. Really enjoy what I've played so far. This is a game that might appeal to you. I could totally see a lot of Switch fans. You know, Switch is so popular with indie games. That's what I wanted to play this on, as you know, it's portable. But for 15 bucks, this is a solid option for really any console. Or if you have a PC, it's on Steam as well. I really like what they have done here, and really excited to play this a little bit more. These types of games are something I'm into more recently. I didn't really grow up with roguelikes or play them or pursue them, but this is pretty sweet. I just unlocked an ability to see the whole map, and so the map is going to be very important for you to find the end and exit of each stage. Now, one cool thing is you don't have to beat the boss to exit each stage. That's really important, because sometimes you're not going to have the health to defeat a boss, and it's sometimes better to run. You don't have to kill every enemy. There's kind of a risk and reward thing in this game where, you know, if you do defeat the boss, you get the key. You get the key, you can go to the treasure, and the treasure is going to give you lots of items. And I looked right there, I died. So the shopkeeper is going to be a great way of getting a different equipment where you can equip to your character. There is a leveling up system, and that's important as well. And so there's lots of different things to capture and equip, and sometimes it's better not to equip things. Things get cursed. There's cursed items in this game, as I mentioned, and it can definitely be a detriment to your strength or your movement or your spell power. But there's some really powerful items you can equip, and it's completely random. So sometimes you have to play through over and over again. I have a cursed item right now, but it gives me the ability to float to another area. So I really think that's a major advantage. And so just showing you a little bit of gameplay. I really have enjoyed what I've played so far. And have you played this one? Have you heard of it? Is this new to you? What do you think of this? Is this something you might pick up? It's going to come out January 27th on consoles for 15 bucks. It's pretty affordable. I like the price of this. I think it matches the excellent gameplay and longevity of this game. It's countless, endless runs. Now, I could save that fairy. If I capture that fairy and then exit the level, the fairy gives me health and stat boost to my character. Really important. If you want to progress farther in this game, it's all about learning different enemy patterns, equipping the right items, and avoiding others. And so there's several things that can mess you up. And, you know, one complaint of this game is sometimes you can have an awesome run and just one spike can just kill you. It can be frustrating. I found this game fairly enjoyable. I'm definitely going to be playing it more, as, you know, I'm into these games right now. This is a 2-player with my son, and, you know, we're enjoying it. So there's going to be people asking, well, when's the physical coming out? No idea. Hasn't been announced. Don't know if it's going to happen. But for 15 bucks, I think this is a pretty solid option. As you know, this is a game that people might want to be drawn to, especially that couch co-op. I haven't played the online play of this for consoles. I don't know if there's cross-play, but you may want to check this out, especially at that affordable price. The big appeal for me in this game is the loot. Like I mentioned before, there's so many different items, and I think that's going to be a draw for people to progress, and the different things you can unlock and equip. And there's so many different items. There's a ton, and you know, you do get additional classes if you progress in the game. You get the first additional character class when you get through stage 3. And so yeah, that's it. What did you think of this? Is this something that you're going to pick up and play? I definitely want to hear in the comments. You know, I enjoy covering Nintendo Switch indie titles and just indie titles in general when I can. And if you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading content every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you have a good day.